The door was locked from the inside. The windows were sealed shut, no signs of forced entry. Yet when neighbors in Abuja complained about a strange smell coming from the apartment, what police found inside made even seasoned detectives step back in silence. Because whoever or whatever was in that room never walked out.
It was a quiet evening in Abuja, the kind of high-end residential area where you think nothing unusual ever happens. You know the type: security guards at the gate, CCTV cameras watching every corner. It's supposed to be peaceful, controlled, and totally predictable. Inside one of those apartments lived 32-year-old financial consultant Daniel Okeke. By all accounts, he was a quiet and reserved guy. Always paid his rent on time, never caused any trouble. But for 3 days, his neighbors started to notice something strange. His apartment was dark. No lights, no movement at all. And then the smell started. At first, they brushed it off. Maybe it was a bad drain. The heavy Abuja rains can sometimes cause that. But by the 4th day, the odor was overwhelming and undeniable. Something was terribly wrong. The locked door. The estate manager knocked repeatedly. No answer. Daniel's phone rang inside the apartment, but he never picked up. The police were called. When officers arrived, they immediately noticed something chilling. The front door was locked from the inside. Security chain was still latched. All windows were locked. CCTV footage showed no one entering or leaving for days. With permission from the landlord, they forced the door open. What they found inside would turn a simple welfare check into one of Abuja's most disturbing mysteries. The scene inside: Daniel was lying in the center of the living room. No signs of struggle, no blood, no visible wounds, just still. But here's what disturbed investigators the most. The furniture had been slightly rearranged. The television was on but showing static. And written faintly on the wall beside him were 3 words. He was here. There were no fingerprints on the wall. No sign of forced writing. Almost as if it had appeared. The autopsy shock. Initial assumption: natural causes. But the autopsy report told a different story. Daniel had elevated stress hormones extremely high. His heart showed signs of sudden cardiac arrest. But here's the problem: he was healthy. No medical history. No drug overdose. No poison found in his system. The pathologist noted something unusual. It appears as though he experienced extreme fear before death. Fear of what? There were no signs of intruders. Investigators pulled the CCTV footage from the estate's surveillance system, and at first everything looked normal. Daniel entered his apartment at 8:17 p.m., 3 nights before his body was found. And he never came out. But when they looked closer at the timestamps, they found something deeply unsettling. Between 2:13 a.m. and 2:19 a.m. on that same night, the cameras covering his hallway went completely black. 6 minutes, no footage, no recording, no explanation. All the other cameras around the estate worked perfectly fine. Just his corridor went dark. What happened in those 6 missing? The phone recording. Police examined Daniel's phone. Most of it was normally mails, banking apps, messages. But there was one voice recording saved at exactly *2:12 a.m. 1 minute before the cameras cut out. The audio started with silence, then footsteps, slow, heavy, walking inside the apartment. Daniel's voice whispered, "Who's there?" Silence. Then a louder whisper, almost trembling, "How did you get in?" And then a second voice, low, distorted, almost mechanical. It said only 3 words, "You left it open." The recording ended with Daniel gasping, and something falling. No sign of anyone entering the apartment. No open doors, no broken locks. As investigators dug deeper, they discovered Daniel had recently filed a report with local police. He claimed someone had been watching him. He told friends he felt followed, that he heard movements at night, that sometimes his wardrobe door would be slightly open even when he remembered closing it. But there was no evidence. Some friends believe he was just stressed. Abuja corporate life can be intense. But others said Daniel had mentioned something more specific. He said he felt like someone was already inside the apartment before he even got home. The forensic twist here's where the mystery deepens. Forensic teams re-examined the apartment. No forced entry, no fingerprints except Daniel's, no extra DNA. But thermal imaging revealed something disturbing. Inside one of the walls near the bedroom there was a hollow section not on the official building plan, a small cavity, too small for a person to comfortably hide, but large enough for someone to crouch temporarily. When they opened the wall, it was empty. But inside, they found a used water bottle, food wrappers, and scratch marks along the inner wall. Someone had been inside. But how did they get in? And more importantly, how did they leave? The final theory. There were three main theories. A hidden intruder. Someone had secretly accessed the apartment through an unknown structural opening, possibly from another unit. They hid inside the wall cavity, waiting. Psychological breakdown. Daniel may have been hallucinating, rearranging furniture himself, writing the message, and suffering a stress-induced cardiac arrest. Inside job. Someone with estate-level access, perhaps security or maintenance, knew blind spots in the CCTV system. But none of the theories fully explained. The missing 6 minutes. The second voice on the recording. The locked security chain. The case status. The case was quietly classified as unresolved. No arrests, no confirmed suspects, no public explanation. The apartment was later renovated. New tenants moved in. But according to estate gossip, no one has stayed there longer than 3 months. Some say at exactly 2:13 a.m., you can hear footsteps in the corridor. And sometimes, a whisper through the wall. You left it open. In a city as controlled and monitored as Abuja, how does someone enter a locked apartment and vanish without a trace? This is Dark Files. And some doors should never be opened.